I promised my mom I would do a video on this topic, so I'm dedicating this to her. Thanks, Mom. And the topic of this video is why we need universal health care in this country. Ever since the 1980s, especially under Reaganomics, companies that offer health insurance to their employees usually offer a product of less value than we used to have 10, 20 years ago. And in addition to that, these healthcare insurance companies make their money by denying people basic necessities and coverage, or coverage for particular operations or procedures or medications that they may need to survive. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Anyone of sound mind and logical reason have to assume that health care is a right, and not only a right, but guaranteed by the Constitution of the United States of America. Why do like-minded countries like Canada, Ireland, the United Kingdom, Australia, France, Germany, Sweden, the Netherlands, Belgium, Norway, Finland, Austria, and the list goes on and on. Why do these people get national or single payer or universal health care and we don't? Are they worth more? Are those people more valuable than us? No, we're all part of the human race. We're all the same. We all have these basic human needs and rights. It's just that the government, the people in charge, aren't listening to us. Poll after poll after poll says this is what America wants. Why aren't either political party giving it to us? It's a serious question. The Democratic Party says that they are the party of the people. Why can't they, or why don't they represent us on the things that mean the most to us? Why can't they pass meaningful climate change? Why can't they do something about the crimes committed by the Supreme Court justices? Why can't they hold themselves and other politicians accountable for the crimes they commit? I am a Democrat. My first stuffed animal was actually, let me get them out. My first stuffed animal as a child, as a baby, was a hand-me-down little Democratic donkey. Talk about being indoctrinated at an early age. Some of my grandparents were very involved in things like unions and were precinct captains, and I followed their footsteps. And I did so by understanding both the promise and the failures of the Democratic Party. A person has to be willing to question what they believe in. And let me tell you, the Democratic Party is not doing enough. I'm not sure why that little is necessary, but we live in a two-party system. If we end up voting for a third party, what happens? They become a spoiler against us. And if we started a third party, or voted for a third party, such as the Greens or the Social Democrats of America, it would almost inevitably guarantee the Republicans' power. And the Republicans don't support us. They support the rich. They support the powerful. They support the people who own the media. They support the people who don't pay their employees a just or living wage, or if they don't give their employees the same vacation and holidays that people in other countries get, or if those same employers don't give a reasonable or economical insurance. Generations ago, people used to have major medical, where all of their individual items were covered. Those days are long gone for most of us. And even the unions at one point, under past presidents, have signed agreements allowing for two-tier systems, whereby the established or current employees got more benefits or more power or more money than their younger counterparts who were just starting. It was a deal that ultimately hurt them. People lost faith in unions. People lost faith in their democratic institutions, and it's imperative that Democrats get it back, and they have to listen to us to be able to do that and act on what really matters to us. For years, we've said universal health care was important to us. but we still won't have it passed. Majority of people in this country want marijuana to be legalized. We can't even pass that. And that wouldn't cost the government the tens of billions of dollars that universal health care would. We've asked the government to take meaningful steps to climate change. And even though the Democrats currently have passed major legislation under the Biden presidency, Biden is still allowing and issuing new permits for oil drilling. We need to stop this kind of behavior if the Democratic Party is going to have a future. Blacks question the authenticity of the Democratic Party. Latinos do as well. And our youth, who voted in the greatest numbers of all time in 2020, are questioning what our values are as a party. Well, it should be clear to everyone what our values are, including the people that we voted for. The time is coming. If you don't support what the American people want, we will vote you out of office.
You've been warned.
Take care, and thank you very much for watching.